See if we are rolling.
You see me rolling.
We are rolling.
They hate to him.
Oh, I can't imagine.
They're trying to catch me riding dirty.
Right.
We're not even close to halfway.
Give us a minute, guys. How you guys doing today? Go ahead, do a mic check really quick, JJ.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Okay, you should be good. Let me know if you guys can't hear JJ. Just confirm or deny me.
This one chapter's like freaking long.
Let me plug my headphones in. That's usually good. Go ahead, say something again, JJ.
Say something again, JJ.
Yeah.
You sound good. You sound really good. All right. All right, guys. Yo, I made a mistake. I accidentally had 2 episode 31s. I labeled the last episode 31 when it actually was episode 33.
Yeah.
But hey, I fixed it. I got it all set. Welcome to another episode. So yo, what it do? GG Nation, GG Legion. It's your fella again, Straussman the G. A lot to talk about in episode 4 billion and a half here. Actually, episode 34, you guys already know. You can see JJ is with me today. I wanted to have some others today, but it's just going to be me and him. We're going to talk about a lot of game rumors, and we're going to talk about Marvel Phase 4 and 5. And it's been exactly a month since we did a last podcast. Golden God Friends podcast. JJ will hop back in here in a second.
What the fuck? Oh,
I see you. I see you, man. What's up, Seth? In the comment section. You alright there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Episode 34. So we're going to start out with some gaming news, but first off, how's everybody doing? How are you doing, JJ? How was your day so far?
Good. Just got done with work, hanging out.
Yeah.
Played some Ultimate Alliance 3.
I saw you popped in there. I was playing a lot of Fire Emblem today.
I did, I got the Black Panther skin. Looks pretty cool.
I saw a video with all the skins in it, and the only one I really think I liked was the Spider-Gwen and Deadpool's X-Force and Wolverine's, but
dude,
I really hope they step their game up. We'll talk
Hawkeye's
a little bit
the same.
of Marvel. We'll do a little mini spoiler cast of Marvel Ultimate Alliance in here as well. We'll squeeze that in. A lot of Marvel. We're going to talk a lot of Marvel. Seth, can you hear everyone all right on the podcast? Can you hear your Faja?
Sassy.
It sounded good to me, so. But I've been wrong before. The last few times you and Steve, I could hear you guys clearly, but they could not hear you. Like I rewatched, but I fixed it. Seth says yes, so okay. So let's start off with some gaming news today. There's some gaming news that happened today. Let's start out with the PlayStation Nation. Sony officially has sold over 100 million PS4s, I believe. It officially happened today. Numbers came out today. Shout out to all the Sony fans. Don't hate too much Nintendo, Microsoft fans. A lot of people said that, this generation was going to die, right? And the PS4 has still gone really, really strong. 100 million units. What do you think about that, JJ? That's crazy.
That is crazy. I bought 3 of them.
So he helped out.
Yeah.
His 3 is the reason why they went to 100 million. So,
well, you had 2, right?
I have 2. Yes, I do have 2.
Oh, yeah.
But very impressive news
lot.
in this day and age. Everyone said PC was going to take over, consoles were going to die. Right? That was the That's what everyone was saying. That was the lingo right now. Was hey, that was the 411. Was hey, consoles are dead, right? Console gaming's gone. It's kaput. But Sony definitely proved this generation. The Switch has proved in this generation that hey, console gaming's still a big regular thing in people's lives, man.
Well, Google went and made one, so it's
Well,
obviously not dead.
they made a box for streaming, but yes, it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there for sure. I know a lot of people are afraid about that. The other news today, and he's available today. He's not on the eShop yet, but the hero from Dragon Quest. I watched Sakurai's video earlier. Did not do a reaction vid. I'm sorry. I was playing with Seth a little bit, and I was kind of vaguely listening while looking over to the Sakurai video. And he explained a lot about the character, but he is available tonight for guys that have the pass. He's not available right now, so I don't know when he's coming out. It's sometime tonight. But he said available July 30th, which is July 30th right now. The Switch has sold over 35 million units, so it's doing really, really well. Well, it's his third year. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. But we will get to play as the new hero. What do you think about that? That's a surprise news, right?
Well, it's about fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, Smash Bros.
We've been waiting forever, man.
Yeah, they don't give out their characters very timely.
The fighting fighting games scene right now lately, we've been waiting a long time, and I feel so bad. It's because we got an awesome ass character. I kind of want another character now. Can we get another?
Oh, that's how it always. Yeah.
Can we get another? It's like Shang Tsung's been out for a month, right? And it's like, hey, can we get another?
Yeah.
Can we get
Shang Tsung's back.
Sindel something? And we'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but it's really cool. It's really interesting. Switch is doing really well. Cool. We finally get the Fire Emblem here. Not Fire Emblem, but the hero from Dragon Quest. 4 heroes, technically. They're all very different. He went through all of them. It was really cool to see. The final Smash looks great. It looks awesome. I know a lot of you guys really don't care. A lot of you are waiting for Banjo-Kazooie. But we're going to have to wait a little bit. We're going to have to wait till fall, quote-unquote, which means probably like November.
Yeah, early November.
Early November, we're probably going to have to wait.
Halloween.
I'm really excited about Banjo-Kazooie as well. I'm excited. JJ and I will be streaming later tonight, but we're actually going to play some NHL tonight. I'm going to finish up episode 5 of the Man Bat Season 2 as well, The Enemy Within. So excited. Cannot wait to finish that. That'll be right after this podcast. I'm going to take a little bit of a break to eat and whatnot, but we're going to hop right in. And then JJ's going to hop right in right at the ending where it spoils him everything. And then we're going to play NHL. But let's get into some of the gaming. Congrats to Sony. Congrats to Nintendo. Really strong sales. Really awesome to see. It's hard to really believe, man. Hard to really believe 100 million units sold. Switch is killing it right now. And it doesn't seem like it's slowing down at all. It's getting a lot of support from third parties, which the Wii U never had. Has some strong first-party support, which it always had. But, Smash and some of these other games are keeping it alive. Playing Fire Emblem, loving Fire Emblem just came out. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I am playing that. It finally has updated. I have over 40 hours, I think. 45 hours in the game of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And you have over 30 hours. I looked at yours.
Oh. Don't say that out loud.
And I have over 1,000 ISO crystals that I need to delete so I can play again. So definitely still grinding on that. Let's get into some of the fun rumors and leaks and stuff for gaming. This is a Grand Theft Auto 6 leak. It's a brand new leak. It's a code name. The code name is Project Americas. It's set in Vice City and Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So you're going to play in both. Which a lot of people want Vice City back. That's one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos was Vice City, man. The 80s was great. It's going to mix some realism with some arcade. It's not as realistic as Red Dead 2, so you're not, obviously feeding your horse or gassing up your car or anything like that. In this case, essentially the car is the horse in this game.
Yeah.
You won't have to worry about gas or anything like that. only one playable character, which is really interesting. We had 3 playable characters in Grand Theft Auto 5. We're only going to one playable character. It is a male character set in the 1970s and 80s, and it's next gen only. Is that believable to you, or what do you think? You know, it's Rockstar leaks. It's hard to tell.
That seems realistic. It's 70s, 80s is a good time period. Vice City is most people's favorite.
Yeah. When's the last time you played a Grand Theft Auto? Was it Vice City or San Andreas?
Whatever one's before 4. I didn't play 4 or 5.
4 is for PS3. Yeah.
I didn't play
Liberty City
4. No, maybe it wasn't. It was either. I played Vice City and San Andreas. I played both of those.
Yeah.
But those are the last 2 I played. I didn't play 4 or 5.
You didn't play the Russian
5.
guy, Nico?
No, I have 5. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I just haven't yet.
You bought 5 a while ago.
Yeah, I bought it during Christmas time.
I'm like halfway. I'm almost done with it, but I ended up slowing down because so many games are coming out. It's been insane. September. You know what game I forgot about September, JJ?
What's that?
Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening is in that.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude. There's no break. There's no break. But how do you feel with the one playable character? And is this game sexist as hell? Because it's a male.
I'm fine with the one playable character. Yes, it's sexist as hell, but I believe it always has been. I think
the
that's how
rumor
the
before
game.
this is it was supposedly a female character, and this newest rumor, which is about like a day or 2 old, it's not super old, which I just read off to you, is also supposedly based off that Netflix show Narcos or something like that. That's the rumor on it. You know, always what I say about rumors, take them with a grain of salt, but this day and age of video gaming, most rumors are leaked on purpose. Most are put out on purpose.
Nothing's secret anymore.
Fan interest, but are you excited to go back in the 80s and maybe go a little bit to Brazil?
I love the 80s.
I think it's about time, man. I want Vice City.
I'm ready to do some cocaine and wear flower t-shirts. Have a cool mustache.
The music was so great in Vice City, man. I love the music in Vice City.
And I ran.
Yeah, you know, flock of seagulls. And on, oh no, that was 4. 4 had goodbye horses. so many. What's up, Burning Fire? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for hopping in. What's up, everybody? See you guys hopping in here. Thanks for joining the podcast with us today. So, would you you actually really did enjoy Red Dead, but you and me had kind of the same problems with Red Dead. Where it was kind of like a little too real. You know, you had to feed your horse, you had to do all this, you had to feed yourself. You kind of like it's kind of going back with the realism / arcadey feel.
I didn't mind feeding my horse or petting it. It was feeding myself that I found.
You didn't mind killing your horse either, you asshole.
I don't think I ever killed my horse. You killed your horse.
There's no proof of that.
I almost killed my horse.
Give me one moment. JJ, go ahead and read off the sponsors of the video. And go ahead and do the sub and, you know, like, all the... I just got to help my parents with groceries really quick. Just give me one moment.
All right. Right now, sponsoring the video is me. And me, myself, and I. I have... the games you'll be seeing today was bought by me. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, hang out with us tonight. We're going to be streaming some NHL. That's always fun. I'm going to hit some people. I'm going to get hit a lot. A guy's going to probably lay on me, but we'll win about 7 out of 10. Check in with Levi for his Batman stream. I guess he's finishing up tonight. I don't know how good it's going to be. He sucks at it. I don't know. He makes all the wrong decisions. I know you guys are screaming at him in the comments like, don't do that. Fucking kill Catwoman. There's better women out there. Also, check out, go subscribe and support the Twitch channel. From what Levi tells me, we're only like 29 subscribers away from getting a sub button. We do a lot of stuff over there as well. I think that's Levi does his Batman. We'll do NHL over there. In the comments, man, let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll do a podcast once a week, or once a month, as it seems right now. But let us know. Let us know what games you want us to play, or what do you know. You guys are a big. You guys are a big part of the channel. You know, we like to be interactive and play. Is Kevin sunburnt?
Because he has orange on him.
Where?
On his ear.
Oh, I don't think he's sunburnt. You want to say hi to the people?
No.
You're right there, though. That was Max. He doesn't want to say hi to you. Check out Max and Seth on Fortnite. You can't really watch them, but they're pretty good. That's right. When's the new season start? Tomorrow. So all you Fortniters out there trying to make that $3 million, season 10 starts tomorrow, I believe. Check out Max's cool shirt.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend?
Play Fortnite.
No, where are we going?
Mall America.
Do you know where that's at? We're going to play a little game called Ask My Son Questions.
Butthole City.
Do you think it's in Butthole City?
Yeah.
It's in Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's your favorite type of food?
Done.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
McDonald's burger.
He wants to work at McDonald's.
My
when he
bad.
grows
I'm
up.
back. I am back. What's up, Genesis?
He wants to work at McDonald's when he grows up.
What's up, Maximus and Kevin? JJ, sorry about that, guys. You, Fortnite says gross. What the hell did I walk into? What'd you say is the sponsor of the video?
Me. I sponsored the video.
I was going to say something else, but your child's right behind you, so...
He can't hear you, so...
I was going to say the sponsor of the video was dicktowel.com.
Yeah. Well, my other one's watching live, so be careful, Levi.
Hey, I'm a bad influence. That you paid for that.
I didn't pay for that.
All right, so talked about a little bit of the Grand Theft Auto 6 leak. Seems plausible. Could be BS. We'll see. Let's go into the next leak. The Avengers gameplay footage from San Diego Comic-Con. So it wasn't new for a lot of people. It was new for us because obviously we didn't go to E3. We're not part of the press or anything like that. But what'd you think of that leaked video?
It looks good. I'm excited about the game. I think they're going to do a good job. It looks like it's been this leaked, 2013, 14, something like that?
They announced it, I think, 2015.
So it's been with kid gloves, man.
No, sorry, 2017, I think they announced it.
So
It's only been a couple of years.
I felt like they did a trailer before that of just shit hanging.
I know, Genesis. We'll play some Overwatch. You ask me every day. But
you gotta make that $3 million.
Yeah, I was shocked how surprisingly smooth it looked. The way how Thor threw his hammer, how he rolled his hammer, how Hulk came in, was smashing stuff, how Iron Man was smoothly transitioning through everything, flying. It looked really good. I liked how obviously that looked like the opening of the game. That kind of looked like the opening of the game, where you're trying to play as a little bit of everybody. Cap's messing with something. Looked a lot better than I thought I did. I still don't like the character designs, but I'm sure there'll be alternate costumes and stuff like that. But it looked like a lot of fun. It looked super fun. So I just wanted to get your quick opinion on that.
I'm excited, man. May, I think it's right around Allie's birthday.
It's May. Yep, it's May 2020. Which goes with our next leak of Last of Us 2. Supposedly, this was, I think, from Reddit. Supposedly, or it could have been 4chan. 4chan leaks are sketch. Usually wouldn't believe them. But Last of Us 2 supposedly is going to be May 22nd, 2020. So, which would... Go ahead.
I said, ooh.
Which would be super odd because it's right next to Avengers, which is like May 20-something as well, around the same time.
Might be the same.
A lot of people thought this game was coming out this year, including I. But with Death Stranding coming out in November, seems like that will probably be the last Sony exclusive this year. I think Last of Us will probably be the swan song of the PS4, just like Last of Us 1 was the swan song of the PS3. I think we'll see that. I think Ghost in Tsushima will probably be the next one after Death Stranding. That's more my guess. Probably around that February area. But it's supposedly May 22nd, 2020. They also have a new IP in the works, which we already knew. They were casting people for it. Supposedly the new IP is called Strays Cross. It's an action-adventure, first-person game, steampunk elements, 2 protagonists, male and female. Go ahead, talk about Last of Us. Do you believe this date? And when do you actually want to see Last of Us Part 2? I'm sure your answer's right now. Let's see.
I can wait. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. It'd be nice to... May would be fine. I'm cool with that. I still feel like, PS5 could be coming out right around then, too.
That's what I think, too. I think it's a summer thing, man.
Yeah, so... I'm thinking more of like a February, March release for...
Where would you put Ghost, then?
I haven't heard anything... Yeah, probably. I haven't heard anything about Ghost, and it looked good.
I think Ghost
already,
would be before Last of Us, I think.
It'll probably be the same day.
Yeah! Boom!
Blew our wad.
You think about
PS4's done.
Their new...
I didn't hear anything about this one. Or is that the one they showed at... No, they didn't show anything at E3.
No, this has been under wraps for a while. They've been working on it for a couple of years now.
That sounds cool. I haven't heard anything about this one.
I'm not the biggest fan of... Well,
you love steampunk.
Not awful.
You love steampunk.
I like steampunk. No, steampunk's cool. I'm down with that.
You're going to get cyberpunk. It's going to be a cyberpunk clone.
Yeah, it's going to be the better version of cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. I mean, it sounds super vague. Like
oh yeah.
Like I want to see. I don't want to be a judge of anything. I just want to see stuff before. But I knew for a long time now they've been working on an IP. Same thing with Guerrilla Studios. They've been working on 2 games simultaneously. Obviously, one's probably Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Obviously. But I think. I don't know. I don't believe the May thing. I think you could be right. It could be like an early January, February type game, kind of like RE2 was in Kingdom Hearts, where they're like the end of January. I said early, but I meant like early in 2020 is what I meant. Like earlier in 2020. This game seemed like it just missed its deadline. A lot of people in the industry was really sure that Last of Us Part 2 was going to come out. The same spot that, Death Stranding's coming out in November. A lot of people thought that was going to be the date. And a lot of people thought Death Stranding would be the last game of the PS4 because it's like, oh, Kojima takes forever. But apparently he made a game in 3 years really, really fast. So it's really... Man Spider's your favorite game, Seth? New character in Overwatch is about to come out on PS4. All right. I saw that, Jen. Let's go into our next leak, which we found out yesterday was, looks like Nightwolf leaked. Getting him August 13th because we have the premium pass or whatever, the fighter pass. Everybody else would get him on the 20th, 7 days later. Are you kind of bummed out that they kind of went back in order? Because it looked like it was going to be Sindel, and now it's...
I'm anxious to play with Nightwolf. He looks dope.
He looks really good.
I'm obviously, like everybody else, where Spawn is what everybody wants. Everybody just can't wait for Spawn, but
dude, I was so shocked at San Diego Comic-Con. That's why there wasn't a lot of reaction videos from me, guys. I wanted to see some more from Warner Brothers. I wanted to see Spawn trailer, and they didn't do anything. Nothing.
Yeah, no shit.
Nothing.
Yeah, they didn't do much.
Yeah.
Or anything at all. They brought an ice cream truck.
Yeah, they did a lot of animated stuff. That Harley Quinn show looks pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty excited for Nightwolf too. I'm kind of itching just for a new character in general, just to kind of learn and get into a little bit. I was very impressed. I was not hyped at all. If you guys remember, I was not hyped at all for Shang Tsung. But then we watched that trailer, and that trailer just blew away. Then I actually played him, and I was like, wow, he's super fun. You can be creative with him. I know we are missing some Saturday Night Showdowns. We need to get some MK. We got to get our MK groove and some Saturday Night Showdowns for sure. But I'm pretty excited. I think it's long overdue. We're getting the hero today from Dragon Quest. What other fighting game are we missing a hero in? I think that's all for us right now. I think Power Rangers just updated with Lord Zed and everybody. So I mean,
Yeah. Lord Zed.
it's pretty dope he's in that game, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That game's a lot different now too, JJ. When we played it, we mentioned that it was very bare bones, right? No voice acting, nothing, quiet. They have voice acting now. They have a story mode now that's voice acted. They got
cool.
They got a bunch of new characters. They added a bunch of new rangers and stuff like that. So it's really fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. I didn't know they added a story mode. Because yeah, it was very, very bare bones.
Which to be honest with you, that's what I expected. You probably didn't expect that.
It was fun.
That's what I kind of expected because it's more of a lower budget title. I mean, the game was only like $20, right? Around then.
Something, yeah.
It was
something
like $30.
I didn't buy
It was cheap.
Yeah, I didn't find the fighter pack. No, it's fun too, and Max is pretty good at it, at least compared to me and Seth.
It plays a lot like it's. I guess it's some of the guys that did Marvel vs. Capcom because it shows. It's very,
3-on-3,
crazy shit going around everywhere. Like, people just. It's a really fun game. The voice acting, the characters. I think they got the actual characters.
Did they get Tommy?
It sounds like Austin St. John as Jason and stuff like that. So. Well, they got somebody that sounds exactly like him that can mimic his voice. Well, okay, the last video game news or topic we're going to talk about before we go to Marvel Phase 4 and 5 is I want to talk about our thoughts on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I want to talk about you guys killed it with the videos of us playing the game. We had so much fun playing the game. We're still playing the game. I dropped over 45 hours. JJ's dropped over 30 hours. Which is kind of asterisk because Seth probably did most of that work.
Not lately. I got Spider-Man to 38 now, so.
Yeah. You got who to 38?
Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
I got Black Panther.
Asterisk. XP cubes.
I got Black Panther to 55. Star-Lord 62. I accidentally did that stupid glitch today. I didn't mean to, but the 2 Black Panthers at once.
Oh, bro, if you get all those white ISO cubes, too, that gain, like, 100 XP.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Like, I need to farm some of that. I need to, get rid of some of the ISO stuff. But let's talk about what we disliked about it. So it'll be a mini spoiler cast of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Let's start with you. What'd you think overall of it?
This game is, like... it's so much fun. The story's not great. Like the story didn't keep me coming back. Like I didn't like. Oh, I gotta. Like the areas are cool. All the chapters they look beautiful. I love the animations. The roster. Everyone's gonna complain though. They don't have my favorite character. It's a pretty balanced, cool looking roster.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty tough not to have your favorite character in that game.
I mean, there is 36 of them, but there's so many NPCs and all that stuff. But I enjoyed this game so much. I still play it every day for at least an hour. I'll do some Infinity Trials. I'm starting doing the story mode again to unlock more skins. So I had so much fun playing it, and it was fun playing with you. I love that you and Seth could play it together. So it was pretty.
Well, I never thought you would lie on camera like that. That really hurts, JJ.
Oh, that I love playing with you,
yeah.
Or that I hate.
Don't lie.
It's not a lie.
You can
sadly.
lie. You can.
I
lie
wish it was
to
a
them,
lie.
But don't lie to me.
I want everyone to go back, rewind it. I was looking right into your eyes. I fucking love playing with you, Levi.
I had a lot of fun. Like, if this game, a lot of people are gonna ask, like, is it justifiable to buy a game like this that looks like a mobile game? For some people, like a lot of people, I was saying that too until I actually played it and it looked great in my eyes. It looked a lot better than I thought. From afar, it looked like a mobile game, but when I actually played it, it looked great. I liked the shell shading, the looks of the characters. Totally 90s X-Men. Really loved that. You can see that Team Ninja was a really big fan of X-Men in general, and I thought the characters, the cameos were great. The story, I agree with you. The story's not super amazing, but it was pretty damn fun, and there was a lot of surprises that shocked me. Red Skull showing up in Asgard, because I hated the beginning of Hell. Like Hell was so boring, and it was too claustrophobic. I couldn't move anywhere. But then it opens up. Once you get to Asgard, it gets fucking crazy. Excuse my language. We are not a children's show, even though children do watch the show. But we are not a children's show. Well, I'm trying to work on that. But back
You and
to
me both.
Justifiable. If you got a lot of people to play this game, the thing about it, it's on you guys. A lot of people always ask us in general, like, should I buy this game? Should I get this game? Like, I can only try to steer you in the right direction. I can't be like, hey, pay the $60 because it's for you. Because I and JJ really liked it. You might not really enjoy the game, but JJ and I grew up with X-Men Legends and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, and this game is, you don't need to play any of those because this game is its own story, its own thing, start from scratch, alternate universe type thing.
Well, I'll say this about recommending it. If you're a big 90s Marvel fan, this game is right up your alley. If you're a big MCU fan of the recent Marvel comics, the story is kind of, Thanos is the big bad in this, and they got, the Avengers are all pretty much skinned like they are in the MCU. So
yeah, for the most part, yeah.
If you're in one of those spectrums, this game is fun. And if you like beat 'em ups, if you like sitting down with, let's say you have a couple kids or one kid, that this is a great family game. This is a fun game to sit. I mean, me, Max, and Seth would play it, and it's got a character for everyone. Like you will love one of these characters a lot. There's no doubt about it.
It's a really fun multiplayer game. For me, it's really fun on my own. I actually really enjoy the Affinity Trials. The ISOs could be a little bit better in general.
I wish you could select more and delete more at once.
Yeah,
because it's like you delete one. Yeah, there are little buggy things that like when everybody does their supers at once.
The Switch box. It's fun though. I think that's part of the charm.
It's not terrible though. It's not a standstill. You're not gonna be like, oh, it's just like it bogs down a little bit, but then you see a bunch of numbers on the screen. Like it's hard to pay attention.
Like 2 million damage, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Character levels go all the way to 100, so there's a lot of grinding you could do. People already found a lot of ways around it. Some of the flaws I kind of had with it was they kind of played it safe, like just super safe. And I understand, well, the game hasn't been around for like 8 years. 8 years, something like that. 8 to 10 years. It's been a while since the game's been out, and I give Team Ninja a pass on that. They played it really, really safe, and I understand it. So I'm not gonna critique it and nitpick it too much because I loved it. I had a lot of fun with the game, but I wanted to see some more innovation a little bit in the game and a little bit of the story. May have bigger areas and stuff. It depends on the Switch architecture though, because the Switch isn't super powerful console. I think we will get a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4. Supposedly this game is selling really, really well for the Ultimate. The week before Fire Emblem as well. Then Fire Emblem supposedly is out of stock, and we just talked about how much the Switch has sold. And Steve and Chad, you need to hurry up and get a Switch and stop, keeping us hanging on that. So we could actually have some Smash Bros. Competition, which would be really fun. And that's not a knock on you and my little cousins or anything, but it's just, I kind of hate how they have it set up. It sucks that we can't play against computers and stuff.
Well, I mean, if we're going to Smash Bros., I wish more games were like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. There are a lot of games like that. Like Brawlhalla does that, where we can play. I can get 2 people on my PS4, get you, and we can play together. This game was perfect. I could get Seth and Max, and me and you. We had a team of 4.
Or Max bailed, which he did. Disappointed on you, Max bailed.
Yeah, but we'd have
hi, Allie.
But we'd have enough people to have a team. And hey, where'd you get a popsicle? Can I have a bite? Let me have a bite.
No.
All right.
She said no. I really did enjoy it. Another one I kind of was the character skins. You work so hard for some of these.
Those are terrible.
And they are just bland. Like, there's no fun, costumes from... I can't stop laughing at your children. It's just funny. And Kevin. But I just wish, but they said they're correcting the problem. They said we're gonna get free skins all throughout 2020. And when it comes to expansion pass, bang for your buck. We are definitely getting it for this game. We're getting a lot of free content as well. We're getting Cyclops and Colossus free in August. So, I didn't have a lot of gripes with the game. I'm a little nitpicky. I think the story could be a little bit stronger because it kind of just ended. But to be honest, it was fun. It was good. It did what it needed to do. It didn't need to do too much. And I think that was the goal of this. JJ thinks this is going to be a PS5 game. I don't think so. The reason why is Nintendo paid for it. And it's officially licensed by them, so I don't think. Unless it was kind of like a Tomb Raider thing, where they bought it for a year and then the license expired and I don't think it is. I think they officially this game wasn't being made at all until Nintendo was like, "Hey, we need something. We need something for this the Switch and have some more stuff." I remember the Game Awards, which honestly is the best place for announcements now, is the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And when we saw it announced, we were like, what the hell? We were so hyped that my hype you were still really hyped. My hype kind of went away because I saw some vids and stuff. But then, like, the week before, I got hyped up again, and I got really excited. And I absolutely loved it. Like I said, I loved the game. It was great. It was really fun. For me, it was worth the money, the expansion pass, and playing with JJ. I always have JJ to play with. But I also like grinding games like that in general. It kind of it kind of feeds into my nature of Japanese role-playing games where I grind levels and level up my characters. And that's kind of like what I like to do in that game in general because there's so many characters to play and then there's so many matchups you can have. I just wanted some more deeper systems a little bit and maybe some more team-up attacks in the future. Maybe more attacks in general besides 4. Maybe we get another 4 later on or something.
I'm thinking there's more because you can delete attacks. You can take an attack away from a character, so I'm thinking maybe there is more than 4. I don't know how you get them.
Maybe they'll patch it in later. Or this game's gonna get a lot of support. It's doing really well. I think there will be a 4. I think I would lose it though if like their next announcement at the Game Awards was X-Men.
Get out of here, dog!
X-Men Legends 3. I think I'd cry. That'd be another one of those announcements that, like, Dino Crisis, I'm still waiting. It's gonna happen. Well, we'll end game talk there. Was there anything else you want to speak about the game? Was there any other complaints you had about the game? Because we were mostly very positive about this game, and because it was just fun. It was just a great game. But to be fair, this is not a Game of the Year game or anything. It's just a fun game. It's a fun summer game.
My biggest complaint is the skins. It's just retreads. It's like Spider-Man. I've never seen like a Spider-Man that's so bad.
I feel so bad for Kevin. So bad.
Calm down, man.
I feel so bad for him.
He's fine.
Children,
He likes the attention.
Kevin,
don't let him fool you.
Kevin, attack Max.
Kevin, kill.
He looked at you for a second. He's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
He's trying to get that popsicle.
All right, so let's get into. Yeah, it definitely looks like he wants that popsicle. Let's get into the biggest news of San Diego Comic-Con was Marvel Phase 4, and technically they revealed Phase 5 too. They just didn't reveal it on stage. Kevin Feige revealed Phase 5 in an interview and stuff. But let's start with Phase 4. And the movies. Let's start with the movies in Phase 4. Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder. So go ahead, JJ. Was there any movie in particular out of those, like, 5 I think I just listed, that was like, yo, that is what I want?
Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder, baby. Yeah, that's the one I'm most excited about. The Black Widow one is going to be interesting. It's a prequel. Yep. I think it takes place
the Budapest era.
I think it's in between the two Avengers 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I believe so.
I think David Harbour's going to be in it.
Yep.
But I don't know much about the Shang-Chi and the 10 Lost Rings or whatever. I don't know much about that. But I didn't know much about the Guardians of the Galaxy either, so I'm sure they'll do a
I
good
don't
job.
know Shang-Chi either, but they're actually going to have the legit Mandarin in
Yeah,
this movie. So
not the
that's why it's
not the
called the
fake
Ten Rings,
actor.
because that's what the
Yeah,
Mandarin
yeah,
had. He had like
yeah.
10 powerful rings. You actually, because they kind of apologized for Iron Man 3. They did like a short movie with that actor, and he's like, yo, I'm actually not the real Mandarin at all. There
Yeah,
actually is
yeah,
a Mandarin.
yeah. Like a bonus scene.
Yeah, so they kind of correct it. And no offense to him, because that was such a great twist in Iron Man 3.
That was a crazy.
But it was a disappointing one for me, because I love the Mandarin. He's one of...
Yeah.
Like, everybody has their characters, and he's known for being mostly a Iron Man villain. But again, I don't really know much about Shang-Chi. I just know the actor really vouched for it. He wanted to play the character for years.
Yeah.
And I believe Shang-Chi's like the master of Kung Fu or whatever, something like that. So he has all these martial arts and stuff like that. Kind of like Iron Fist a little bit.
I love that. I love that.
I love you too.
I'm pretty excited for Thor: Love and Thunder. A lot of people were really upset though, because Natalie Portman is back. She said some stuff about the Marvel Universe and how she would never come back. Ironically, she does come back. Works for Taika Waititi from Thor 3. I'm excited for that. And a lot of people don't understand, Jane Foster actually is Lady Thor in the comics. It did happen. I believe what happens in the comics is Jane gets cancer. She's dying. Thor becomes unworthy. Mjolnir leaves and chooses her. And that actually was a great story. Like, if you guys have never read Unworthy Thor, or even just look it up. Look up a YouTube video of it or something. Unworthy Thor was incredible. And they kind of did it already because he got Stormbreaker and stuff like that. And Mjolnir died, quote unquote. But now they did all the time travel thing. Now he has both or whatever. So obviously she's going to take Mjolnir. He'll keep Stormbreaker or whatever, I think. But it doesn't cure her cancer. It makes her very powerful. But soon as after a while she goes back to her cancer state. So I think that's how they're going to explain how she's been missing all this time, is she got cancer probably. I don't know if they're going to do that. They might do it. I just trust Taika Waititi after Thor Ragnarok. He really envisioned, really gave a breath of fresh air to that character. And really even Chris Hemsworth has talked about where he was kind of bored of how Thor was going, and then Taika has really put a breath of fresh, and he did. Ragnarok's in my top 5 movies of the MCU. I love that movie to death.
It's the best one. It's the best Thor movie. Yeah, and Thor did get stale. It was a boring character. He's probably most people's least favorite Avenger for a long time. And then Ragnarok comes out, man. Ragnarok was so good. I just watched it again last week.
Yeah, I did too. It was really good. It's a good freaking movie.
So
I love how they make fun of that Avengers 2 scene with Hulk. He's like, hey, big guy, the sun's getting really low. They're going for the hand touch. Black Widow sounds cool. Eternals, I'm excited for. It's going to get really crazy with the gods. Eternals, I don't know too much about them, but I think they were before everything, I believe. It's an actual movie, so it's not getting the Inhumans treatment, which Inhumans was a movie. They got an all-star cast. There's rumors of Keanu Reeves. Might be somebody in the Eternals. He's going to be somebody in the Marvel Universe. He literally could be probably like 90 different characters, because there's so many characters he could play in the Marvel Universe. He could play Moon Knight. He could play so many other guys. Doctor Strange is probably besides Thor, Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange is probably the one I'm really excited about. I love the first one with Benedict Cumberbatch. Scarlet Witch is going to be in it, so they're going to team up. It's kind of, like I said this during our live stream after we beat Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Actually, that was kind of a big preview of the Marvel Phase 4 in a lot of ways, because what did we go? We went to the Darkness Zone with Doctor Strange, and Scarlet Witch led us there, and they kind of teamed up a little bit. They kind of, gave some hints out. The Moon Knight and Blade Pack and stuff like that gave out hints of what's coming out for the MCU. But I'm really excited about that, because that's going to be the legit multiverse, and apparently that was already confirmed in the first movie of the multiverse. I got to go back and watch it. It's not on Netflix anymore, but I gotta pick it up and check it out. I'm excited for that one. It's probably a tie between Thor 4 and Doctor Strange 2 for me. Obviously, I'm gonna see them all, but we will review them. Let's go into the TV stuff in Phase 4. We got Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision. So WandaVision's going to lead right into Doctor Strange. Each of these are about 6 to 8 episodes. Loki, the What If series, which is animated. The animated series. And Hawkeye. So many shows announced. Any of those appeal to you?
I think you missed one.
What did I miss?
Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That was the first one I said.
I felt like, all right. Yeah, I'm excited about WandaVision and Loki are my two I'm most excited about.
The one I'm probably excited about is What If.
What If series is good too.
The What If series, because it's going to be they can do a lot of alternate stories. The thing I found out, it was animated, and at first I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. Because I thought they were going to do, like, some of the cutout scenes from, deleted scenes from movies that they could redo. Like that Iron Man and Red Skull scene that we should have saw him returning the stones or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, they could do that, but they're going to do a lot of what-if characters. They could do Spider-Gwen. They could do Marvel Zombies. They could do a whole bunch of different stuff animated. I think animated is great. I'm excited. They could do a lot more with animation than they could with live action.
Well, what if they can do anything they want?
Yeah.
What if Bruce Banner never got irradiated and then it just shows a dead guy? That's a short episode. You can have it. You guys can have that one, Marvel.
I don't know. These all seem like pretty impressive. I'm not the biggest TV guy. You gotta really grasp me for a TV like Always Sunny or How I Met Your Mother. It's usually a comedy show that really gets me. These serious shows, I was really into Walking Dead until like season 5. And I kind of,
Breaking Bad was awesome.
I need to watch that one. I haven't watched that one.
I never got into Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is something I might start.
I need to watch Game of Thrones. Everybody tells me it's great. My dad watched through it in like 2 weekends or something. It was insane.
I watched the first...
Allie, what are you doing, young lady? You're on camera.
She's trying to show you her butt. Meow. But I like... Yeah, I'm more of a movie video game guy. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, my favorite type of entertainment that we really love, obviously you see it on the channel, is video games. That's my number one go-to thing. I do love anime as well. I watch that. I'm not saying I don't hate TV shows. I do watch TV shows, but I'd rather play a video game than watch a TV show, in my opinion. And movies are super fun because you don't have to commit too much time to them. Even though they kind of are getting bigger and bigger, like 2.5 hours and shit. Like...
Meow.
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 Alright, let's talk Phase 5. We'll end it with Phase 5. Anything about Phase 4 you want to talk about? Anything I missed?
What are you doing?
Meow. Is Blade considered Phase 5? Or is that Phase 4? Okay.
Phase 5.
Meow.
I love Blade.
Yeah. Blade. JJ was super pumped when Blade got announced for the game. I was super pumped about Moon Knight. So let's talk about Phase 5 and some of the rumors and stuff. We'll end the podcast here. We got Blade, Fantastic Four. He said mutants, which means X-Men / Deadpool. Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which originally was Phase 3, but got all the way pushed back. And I read your article. I read what you were talking about James Gunn possibly leaving.
Yeah,
it was just a what if DC gave him more power to do the darker stuff. That's kind of like, and he might do it. You never know, because it seems like they really want to give him a lot of power, but it seems like DC is kind of all over the place again. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know where DC's at. They want the darker stuff, and then they don't want it.
The Joker movie looks pretty damn dope, though. I'm excited to see that.
When's that come out? That's later this year, right?
October, I believe.
What's up, Dada?
But yeah, I'm excited about the Joker too. But my phone went out.
I watched
Levi,
I see
you
you.
there?
I see you.
Okay, you look frozen.
I don't wait for that.
But
Did I?
Blade's the most exciting.
But
I'm
let's talk
excited
about.
about Blade.
Obviously, the one you're probably really excited about the most is Blade.
I don't want to.
Blade and Guardians 3. I love the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians
Those are my
movies
two.
great.
Those are probably my two favorite. Those two and Thor Ragnarok are probably
What
my
do you
three
think of
favorite.
the new Blade, though? Marshalanda Ali? I think I said his name wrong, but...
Say it however you want, buddy.
Yes.
As long as Wesley Snipes makes a cameo in it, I'll be. If he plays the new
He
Whistler.
deserves a cameo. I think Wesley deserves a cameo for sure. Because he's been talking to Marvel about 3 years now about trying to get Blade into here. And
Yeah.
how this Blade movie came about was literally Marshalanda Ali literally was like, hey, can I get a meeting with Kevin Feige? And usually Kevin Feige doesn't take any meetings, but he did for him because, you know why? Because Ali's like a 2-time Oscar winner. You get an Oscar winner in the MCU. And plus everybody's trying to get into the MCU. Everybody's trying to get into this thing. And he goes Blade, and it happens like that. So I don't want to say it's disrespectful to Wesley Snipes, but I hope he gets in. I hope he gets in as a cameo or something. And this movie could be really fun because it's got to be a rated R, darker type movie. So maybe we see Deadpool in it. Maybe we see Ghost Rider. Maybe we see
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yeah. Maybe we see Moon Knight in it. Maybe Keanu Reeves is Moon Knight in that. It's going to be a darker movie. I would love to see Deadpool in it. That'd be really fun. Blade and Deadpool. Or, you know, Blade's more serious and Deadpool is all quippy and shit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun. The one I'm probably most excited about, honestly, it's long overdue. If anyone's going to get it right, it's the MCU and Kevin Feige, and it's Fantastic Four. I am so excited to see Marvel's first family come back into the light. And, you know, they've been kind of gone for a while in comics and movies. You know, the movies just weren't done right, and I don't hate, like, the earlier, like, 2000 movies, you know, with Chris Evans as, you know...
Yeah, the Human Torch.
As the Human Torch. I don't hate those, but compared to what the MCU has done, it's like they're going to get it right. How do you think they're going to be introduced, man?
Oh, man.
They're getting their own movie, obviously. But
you always a tough... It will probably be... I think it's going to be like a Captain Marvel thing. I think I told you this before. I think it's going to be maybe a building or a logo on as a post-credit scene. Something along those lines.
Well, a lot of people think Stark's Tower and Spider-Man, remember, it got sold, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people think Fantastic Four bought that. There's another thing. I believe the guy that did Ant-Man 1 and 2 is directing Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And there was a scene cut out in Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. In the quantum realm, there was a city. And that's where Jane was living. So a lot of people think the Fantastic Four has been stuck in the city for a long time. They come back that way.
I'm looking forward to a good representation of the Fantastic Four. All those, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2. Those Phase 5 is going to be pretty lit, man.
Are you pretty excited for Captain Marvel 2? I don't think a lot of people are excited about that.
I enjoyed that movie so much.
Well, a lot of people are really... We didn't talk about it. I kind of glanced over it. Let's talk about this. Let's get serious about it. Talk about why people are really concerned. Are really concerned because the old era of Marvel of the MCU, Phase 3, was kind of like the old era. It was what we grew up with, in the shirts with Spider-Man and Hulk, like everybody old school. Now they're kind of getting into the newer generation where... with the newer characters, like the newest Miss Marvels and the newer stuff, like passing the torch down, like they did with Captain America gave Falcon the shield, so he's Captain America technically, right? And I know a lot of people want Bucky to have him, but I don't think we've seen Bucky grow. I think Bucky needs to grow first before he gets the shield. I think Bucky will eventually get the shield, though. But to be honest, he's been irrelevant character in the last few movies because he just hasn't grown at all. We need to see Bucky grow a little bit before he gets the shield, but that's the biggest thing, and that's why there's the backlash with, Natalie Portman getting the hammer. They think, they're just going to wipe out Chris Hemsworth and stuff. And I don't think they're doing that. I think they're going to tell a really good story of these two that, because they were dating in the MCU, so it's going to be really interesting. And I don't want to be so judgmental right now. And I want to just be excited and judge the movie when it comes out for ourselves. But a lot of people didn't like how Endgame ended. A lot of people didn't really enjoy that at all. They didn't like, Falcon getting the shield. They didn't like Thor giving, what's her name? Valkyrie, the kingdom of Norway or wherever he was at. I don't remember where he was at.
I like broke the
A lot of
ladder.
people don't like that. They don't like.
I told her
They
how
feel
to
like they're
do
being
it. I heard
forced. All this stuff, and I don't want to say the letters so people don't freak out. I'm not trying to make this a hate thing, but I'm kind of tippy-toeing around it. But how do you feel? How did
Basically,
you feel
what
about
Levi's saying is people don't like. People are sexist and racist. Is what it is coming down to, and I think
I don't
all
want
of
to
us.
say that because I don't think you're necessarily
We
sexist
all
or racist for
have.
not liking
We
that.
all have. We all have. You're not necessarily. We all have a little bit of a. It all comes. People don't like change,
Yeah.
When Samuel L. Jackson became Nick Fury, people didn't like that. Nick Fury was always white. He was
I
always
was
white.
always cool with that though. I thought he was great at
I
it.
think David. Well, that's the thing is once you got used to it, Nick Fury is Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. Well, you just.
But there's two different ways. There's doing it right, building characters, doing great story instead of just throwing it in there. A lot of people feel like they're just throwing it in there.
But you have to just throw it in there to build, though.
Yeah.
Like again, Samuel Jackson is the example. They just threw him in there as Nick Fury, and then they built it. And then you got used to him, and you liked him, and he did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
almost every role he does a great job, though. I think
Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson in Captain Marvel is one of the best buddy cop movies I've ever seen.
It was super funny. I like their dynamic a lot, especially since he wasn't the Nick Fury we knew yet. He was fudging up a lot and stuff.
It was right up there with Turner and Hooch. It was just a good buddy cop movie where it was also great. I liked it too because you couldn't trust anybody. You didn't know who was a Skrull and who wasn't. I love that movie. But yeah, people don't like change, Levi. I don't really like change either. It's tough.
Well, how do you feel though? Did you prefer Bucky to have the shield or?
I guess I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I've learned to trust the MCU.
I think they're going to do good. But I think that's the big fear of it. And I understand it. It is, like you said, change is scary. I just want things to be done right because there's another favorite
That's all that
thing I
matters.
love the most. One of my favorite things I love a lot is, Star Wars, and they're just fucking it up.
As long as... I'll say this. With Star Wars, the storytelling wasn't always great anyway.
Yeah, but Empire, though, bro. That's an iconic movie.
All right, I'll give you one.
But you're right. Episode 1,
out of 9.
2, and 3.
Well, even A New Hope is a slow, boring movie where the best part about A New Hope was the anticipation of seeing Darth Vader. I mean, he's only in that movie for 20 minutes, but you don't see him till halfway through. They did a great job with that, where they built up Darth Vader as this fucking badass, and then you finally see him, and he is a fucking badass. where it just, as long as you tell a good story, it's like people are afraid of the new God of War. If you tell a good story, people will come around, always.
Yeah, but they didn't. They changed the gameplay and stuff, but they didn't really change.
At the end of the day, we all want a good story. We want to be entertained.
I'll say this though. I already said it in my spoiler cast. I want Buggy to have the shield, but I think he will get the shield. I think we're gonna get the best of both worlds because in the comics, this is the same way in the comics. Falcon becomes Captain America very briefly. It's just a little while. I think Bucky will get the shield. The reason why he's not getting it now is because, let's just be honest, like I said several times, what has he done? What has Bucky done the last 5 movies? Nothing. Like nothing. Zero. He hasn't grown at all as a character.
He doesn't do anything in Ultimate Alliance either. He gets his ass kicked.
He almost died. Not really. He wasn't gonna die, but
Bucky was fantastic in Winter Soldier.
Like DC's kind of doing this problem too, because there's a lot of rumors right now with the Birds of Prey movie. There's a lot. I don't know if you heard the rumors of the Birds of Prey movie, but supposedly they're getting really crazy with it. Supposedly Black Mask is gay, and it's like all this feminist power trip and all that. Like it's like holy shit, like like all these rumors coming out. It's like it could be all bullshit, but I could actually expect the DCU to fuck some shit up. Like I really did good.
Well, there's a difference between like everyone is trying to they need to be represented and they need to be seen in.
And that's what I was alluding to
I get
earlier.
it. I get it.
Right. Not
I get it to a certain extent, but don't make a character gay just to make him gay. You know.
Well, I'll give you the rundown. Supposedly the movie is he's gay. He sends a pee-pee pic to a 14-year-old. So the whole movie's about his pee-pee pic in this diamond, and he's trying to kill this 14-year-old. So he's a pedo too. It's like it sounds incredibly.
That sounds stupid. Very Black Masky though. He's kind of a douchebag.
He's one of the most violent, chaotic supervillains, and they just kind of. I don't know. I don't agree with it. I'll be the judge for myself because they've done some great stuff. I think Shazam was a pleasant surprise for me. I really enjoyed that movie. Aqua Bro was great. I was down with Aqua Bro. You know, whiskey and guitar. Cool with that.
My name's Aqua Bro.
Aqua Bro. Like, he totally was Aqua Bro. I didn't hate Justice League. I thought Justice League could be a lot better, but I had fun with it when I watched it. So, DC's better than Marvel except the live-action movies. Yeah, well, you're getting killed there, Genesis, in the live-action movies, for sure.
That's the biggest moneymaker, man.
I want to say that I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything like that. We just want to have an actual candid conversation about it because these are the actual fears that I'm reading online and seeing what people are saying. And I kind of agree. I think they're doing a lot of stuff the wrong way. Both sides, Marvel and DC. I believe Valkyrie, I think they're making Valkyrie a gay character in the MCU. And they talk about that. And I'm okay with it. It's cool. I like Tessa Thompson. I think she does a great job as Valkyrie. I enjoyed Valkyrie. But like I said, like JJ said about change and stuff. Let's end this on Deadpool because there's a leak. This is the reason why I put Deadpool in here is because not leak. Ryan Reynolds posted on Twitter like this very smarmy Deadpool type outlet with like all these sticky notes and shit posted everywhere. He's trying to find out like who leaked the original Deadpool. I think it was like the 5-year anniversary of leaking the Deadpool movie, which was him. He leaked the Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
To get it made, so you can prove that it could be made. But there was some codes in there pointing to the MCU, and they're gonna. Kevin Feige's also in this mode that Deadpool's not broke, so don't fix it. Keep it rated R, have fun. Obviously, when he's in, he's hanging out with, if he jumps into, a Captain Marvel movie or something like that, it'll be PG-13, obviously. And that's also the biggest reason why Fox did that PG-13 movie of Deadpool,
Well, they edited it differently.
Yeah, they edited it. Well, they put new scenes in it as well, too. They put some
stuff. It's pretty much Deadpool 2 with...
Yeah.
Cut differently.
Yeah, but like you said, yeah. So that was kind of to prepare a lot of people that don't want to see a rated R Deadpool, but we can still see him in Blade. We can see him in some of these rated. I think MCU is going to change for the good. I think they're going to. The Blade movie's clearly going to be rated R. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
think a lot of those TV shows are going to be rated as well.
You think so? I don't know.
I think it's a good way to lean because you're
Shazam
not.
Jen. But
they're not. The budget's not as high for a TV show.
Yeah.
And it's
for them, it's
the
Disney
pushback
Plus.
won't be.
They're going to put a budget into that.
I understand. I know it's going to be budgeted high, but I'm just saying.
Compared to what we usually see, you're right.
if it doesn't do well, it's not going to be as big as a pushback as say if Endgame would have. If Loki doesn't do, they can make a rated R Loki. I don't know if that'd be the character to do it with, but they could make a rated R to be all right with it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about Phase 5, or are we good? We can end it here.
I'm good.
All right, guys. I'm going to take a short break. I want to say shout out to everybody that was hopping in. Burning Fire, Lord of Fallen, my cousin Seth. Shout out to JJ. Shout out to Allie and Kevin and Max in the background. Appreciate everyone hanging out. We had a lot of fun. Tell us down below, what are you guys excited for Phase 4? Are you guys really worried? Seems like a lot of you guys are super worried about Phase 4. JJ and I are saying just don't be so judgmental. Just wait till the product comes out. Then be judgmental as hell. Then be judgmental.
Yeah, judge it then.
We talked a lot of great rumors. We talked about gaming news. Congrats on Sony and Nintendo. Sony, 100 million consoles sold. Nintendo Switch is over 35 million sold. Very impressive numbers. Switch is only about 3 years old, 2.5 years old. Marvel Phase 4 was the big news for me, San Diego Comic, and Phase 5. And Kevin Feige basically said everything. I think Black Panther 2, we didn't talk about it, but I think that was going to be really good. That would be a really good one, too.
Yeah, I wonder who the villain's going to be in that.
I wonder what they'll do. I'm sure he'll have somebody to pal around
with. Clow is dead.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. There's a lot of rumors that Iron Man, like Robert Downey Jr., might make a cameo in the Shang-Chi movie. Somehow.
From the grave.
Well, Mandarin illusions.
Yeah.
Kind of, well, it's more than illusions. He's a very powerful wizard or whatever.
Stereo should have did that.
But this has been Golden God and Friends episode 34. Appreciate JJ helping us out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell us down below what you guys really think about everything we talked about. Grand Theft Auto 6, Last of Us 2, the Avengers game, Nightwolf leak, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Did you guys play it? What do you guys thought? You guys seem to really enjoy the live streams. Marvel Phase 4 and 5. Tell us what your favorite movie, TV show is from that. Are you guys scared about anything about that? Are they getting way too PC with a lot of stuff? Marvel, in my opinion, has done a really good job not doing that too much. But that's the sensitive day and era, era we kind of live in. All I gotta say is don't be so judgmental, and also don't be so sensitive, people. Right? Okay, we'll just enjoy the movie. All right, if it's good, it's good. And and also DC, don't make Black Mask gay. Stop fucking that up, please. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But your fellow Straussman, the GG, and JJ, we're outie.
Peace. Love you 3000.